Hello everybody. In this video, we will just discuss one more example of LCP ladder. Okay. So see, suppose if we want to write a program to display a grade of student using this data. Okay. What data is giving? If the percentage marks of the student are greater than 90, then the grade of the student will be O, outstanding. Okay. If percentage marks are greater than 80, grade will be A, and further possible values were given. Okay. Now see, in my previous video, I have already told you that when to use LCP ladder whenever you are dealing with more than two possibilities. Okay, so here we are dealing with how many grades? C, O, A, B, P, and then fail. We are dealing with total 6 grades. Okay, so more than two possibilities are there. Okay, where only one will be executed at the same time, means it will never happen like a single student is getting grade O as well as A at the same time. It will never happen. Okay, so possible grades are 6, and out of that only one will be executed at the same time. So this is the situation. That's why for writing this particular program, we have to use LCP ladder. Okay. Now see, what is the input that we are required for display of grade of student? Will require percentage marks. So percentage marks of the student will take from user. Okay. So let us write this program. I want to take a percentage marks from the student. Okay. So percentage marks, we have to define a variable. Then we have already discussed in our previous video how to take input. Okay, so here we have to we will require percentage marks in float, so we have to convert it into float, and then we have to call input function. So syntax of this we have already discussed in our last video. If you have not yet seen our previous video, then you please refer to our previous video first and then proceed with this one. Okay, now what message we have to display? Percentage marks, percentage marks student. Okay, so this is how we can take input from user. Okay, so enter percentage marks of the student, then user will enter some marks. Okay, and those marks will be converted into float, and then that value will get stored in PM. Okay, now see, if percentage marks, here we have to use LCP ladder. So this is how we can use LCP ladder. Initially we have to write if, and in front of, so what condition we have to write? If percentage marks greater than or equal to 90, this is the condition. If this condition is true, then we have to display grade of student is O of student. If this condition is false, then its meaning is percentage marks not greater than 90. Okay, so for that now we have to consider second condition. So this is the problem statement given. If above 80, then we have to display grade as E. Okay, so here we have to use LCP ladder for that. So here we have to write it like this: else if ELIF you have to write. Then next condition, PM percentage marks greater than equal to 80. If this is the case, then we have to display statement like grade of the student is A. Okay. Similarly, if percentage marks, see here after writing condition you have to give colon. Okay, and then if percentage marks greater than 60, sorry, then here you have to just change condition. If percentage marks greater than 60, then we have to display grade as B. Okay, then one more time, if percentage marks greater than 40, then we have to display grade of student is P. Okay, that is for pass. Okay, now see, if all these conditions are false, this condition false, then second condition again false, this condition false, also this condition false. If PM greater than equal to 40 is false, then obviously percentage marks will be what? Then obviously percentage marks will be less than 40. And if percentage marks are less than 40, then what grade we have to display? We have to display grade as fail. Student is fail. Okay, now if this is the case, then see, if all above conditions are false, then which, last video we have already discussed. If all above conditions are false, that is this condition false, next is again false, these two conditions are also false. If all above conditions are false, then it will just execute else block. So at the end we have to just mention else block. So when this else block will be executed, all above conditions are false, and all above conditions are false means percentage mark will be less than 40, and if less than 40, then we have to display message as student is fail. Okay, now let me save this particular program. Let us give some name here. Okay, give some name and save this program. in your folder. Okay, now see here, let us execute this program. It is just asking for percentage marks. Okay, now if I enter percentage marks as 94, what will happen in this case? See, after execution of this statement, 94 will get stored in PM, and 94 greater than 90 true. This condition is true means it will just display this statement. Grade of the student is O, and all remaining statement will be discarded. See here, it has display grade of the student is O, outstanding. Okay, now if I once again execute this program and if I enter percentage marks as 81, then in that case what will happen? This 81 will get stored in PM. Then it will just check first if whether 81 greater than 90, condition false. If false, then this statement will not be executed. It will just check next statement. Okay, whether 81 greater than 80, yes, here this condition is true means it has to display message as grade is E. Now see, once again if I execute and suppose if I enter percentage marks as 54. Now in this case what will happen? 54 greater than 90 false, greater than 80 false, greater than 60 false. Here 54 greater than 40 true. This condition is true means it will just display grade as P. Grade as P. Okay. Now once again if I execute same program and if I enter percentage marks as 25. Now in this case what will happen? All first four conditions will be false. Okay, because 24 greater than 40 is also false. So all above conditions are false. So if all above conditions are false, then it will just execute else block. Okay, so it will just display message as student is fail. Okay, so I hope you are getting this point. So that's all for this video. Stay tuned for further updates. Thank you.